Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I am sharing with you my 100% non-toxic, natural, organic skincare routine during pregnancy. My skincare routine is very similar during pregnancy compared to normal. The only thing is I focus a little more on hydration as my skin does get more dry and a little bit more red, especially around this area, like under my nose and then kind of up towards my forehead. So I'm going to show you what I use. Now, very, very quickly, I'm a nutritionist and homeopath. So when I say non-toxic skincare, I mean it. It's not the typical brands that preach that they're non-toxic. These are truly amazing brands that I purchase with my own money that I use all the time, but I've literally gone through every single ingredient to make sure it's up to my standards. Now, what I'm going to be sharing with you here are all my products that I use start to finish, typically in the morning, but I kind of recycle and reuse these products at night as well. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Now, I have nothing at all on my skin, but I did wash it really good. So I'm actually gonna start with toning. I'm in my bathroom, so it's echoing, and I just gotta grab my toner, and we will get started. So let me just put my hair back. Just got a little clip here, and I'm going to just put it back so it's out of my face. Not looking, beautiful, but I just want it out of my face. Okay, so I'm gonna just grab an organic cotton swab. These are from Swiss Purs. You can buy them on Amazon for $4. And I have 100% alcohol-free witch hazel. Now, just really quickly, I use witch hazel to tone my skin. It reduces redness, inflammation, helps with acne, kills bacteria, so it's perfect than using a toner that's full of fragrances and things. And I also make sure it's alcohol-free because alcohol can be really irritating and drying for the skin, and I have very sensitive skin. All right, so I just got my toner, and I always go around the outside of my face first. If I am to get acne, it's typically on my temples, as I do have PCOS and get hormonal acne. So I find that this is the best way to do it, just to really clean my pores and even out my skin tone as much as possible. All right. So I always will do this in the morning after I wash my face, before I do my skincare routine. Perfect. I'm gonna toss that in the garbage. Now, the next thing that I do is my Body Deli Rose Absolute Facial Mist. So this is what it looks like. Now, this stuff has probiotics in it. It's got aloe vera gel, there's rose, where's the ingredients here? Borage oil, carrot seed oil, coconut water, rose hip, sea kelp, and the list goes on. It's a really powerful antioxidant, anti-inflammatory mist. It's very hydrating, and I always like to bring, again, hydration to the skin. So I just give my skin a couple sprays, and I kind of just fan it in a little to get it to dry. This stuff smells divine, and it honestly helps so much with the redness. You're putting good bacteria onto the skin from the probiotics, and it really cools the skin as well. All right, so now I have another step that I will do quite often. This is something I will typically do, I'm going to say almost every day, and that is either jade rolling or gua sha. And I will typically do this in the morning, as when I wake up, there's more puffiness, more fluid that's in your face, just from overnight. So I prefer the jade roller, especially in the morning, as it really helps with depuffing. And then I typically will use the gua sha stone at night, as that helps to just move fluid and lymph out and around the face. But you can use either one. So I'm going to show you how I use both. I'm not going to do the full on 5-minute rolling session that I typically do, but I'll show you exactly what I do, and I just extend it for longer. So with the roller, now this, it works a lot better if you have some kind of oil on your face, which I'll show you later. But with the roller, I just take the bigger end. You can use the smaller too, and it's really cold, so you just want to roll towards the outside of your face. It's really cold, so it helps with depuffing. It just feels so good, and it moves the fluid out of the face that kind of just builds up at night. I'll just get even closer for you guys. It feels so good on the under eyes as well. So I will do that, and I'll do this for longer, typically a minute on each side. The next thing that I will do is kind of come lower, my lower cheeks, and roll that as well, each side for a few minutes. And then I also do my jawline, which feels so good. And I'll do each side for another couple seconds. Now I also do my forehead, so you can kind of just roll upwards along the forehead. And it feels amazing. Okay, so you want to do that for a little bit too. Lastly, I do the neck. So I'll come down here and I will do the neck, and it feels so good. Okay, so that's the thing I will do every morning almost to help with circulation in the face. Now with the gua sha, you can use this as well. I'm not gonna show you again a long session, but I'll do one stroke on each side to show you how I use this. So I always start off with the larger side, the flat side under my eye and cheek area. Now this glides way better when you have something like a moisturizer or oil on your face. So I recommend doing this when you have that, and it works perfect for me to do this at night because I always put a really heavy moisturizer on at night, and then I'll do this after I moisturize. So this is typically a nighttime thing, but you just kind of gently pull the skin, and you can do that on each side. Now another thing that I will do with this is the forehead as well. So you can kind of just pull up on the forehead. And then I do the jawline. Now when I come to the jawline, this is where it really helps to kind of get the lymphatic system moving and fluid moving. So I come along the jaw with the corner piece. And then when I get to my ear, I kind of give it a wiggle towards the ear, and then I go down the neck. And this feels like the best massage ever, okay? So along the jaw, wiggle a little bit down the neck. And I'll do the same on that side, okay? So along the jaw, wiggle the fluid as you get there and down. All right, so that's the gua sha. So those are what I'll do morning and night. Now, the next thing I will always do is hydrate my lips. I have the Young Living Grapefruit Lip Balm. This just locks in moisture because my lips get really dry, and again, my skin is so dry during pregnancy. It's dry on a normal day, and then pregnancy just makes it more dry. All right, what are the next steps? So I have a couple things going on here. I'm also gonna do a teeny little bit of my makeup that I will do day to day. But first I wanna show you my serum. So step number one, I use the 100% pure vitamin C serum. This is what this looks like here. This company is really clean, and I love, love, love their ingredient list. Again, not sponsored. I pay for all of these. It's just products that I use. If I'm not using the 100% pure, then I'm using the Body Deli Vital C Serum. So it's either one. And I just take a couple pumps. I'll put it on my finger here, and this will go over the whole face, especially under eyes as well. So just like a little bit there, and I'll just transfer it to 2 fingers, and I will dab it on the under eyes, forehead, nose, jaw, and then I'll kind of work it in towards the temples. It's a very light serum that just soaks into the skin and absorbs really nicely. And I just tap it, the excess, and then I'll bring whatever's left on my hands down my neck. And that's it. And sometimes I'll just do a little more around the nose, areas where I have a little more pores. So this area here, I'll just do a little extra and kind of work outwards. All right, it feels so nice. And this is good for AM and PM. It helps, Vital C Serum helps, like vitamin C serum, sorry, helps to brighten the skin, and it puts antioxidants in the skin. It helps with tissue regeneration. So it's something that I like to use a lot of. And all the time. Now for my under eyes, I use the Now Hyaluronic Acid Serum. This one works well for me because the ingredients are really minimal. Like it's literally water, aloe leaf. There's a little bit of sodium hyaluronate, which is hyaluronic acid. There's some green tea and algae, collagen. Like it's pretty decent. So I typically will use this under my eyes. Not every day. I'm not good at using this every day, but hyaluronic acid does help to tighten and firm the skin under the eyes. So I'm just doing like a little pump. It's not a ton. Again, little goes a long way with these products. And I will just do under the eyes here. It's really firming for the skin. And I always put excess on my forehead because my forehead gets wrinkles, obviously. So I'm like, this will help firm and tighten naturally. So now I'm gonna let that soak in for a few seconds there. And I mean, I'm kind of rushing through this for you guys so you don't have to watch a super long video, but normally I will let this soak in for about 5 minutes before I continue with the rest of my products. But while I'm waiting, let me just see here. I want to show you guys this brush. So I have this bamboo brush. I've had it for a little while. It has like a little dust in it, so I always have to clean it. I wash this about once a week. But anyway, I have this bristled bamboo brush. You can buy it on Amazon, and I actually use this to gently exfoliate my skin. I use it wet, so it's technically a dry brush, and you're supposed to go gently on the skin. I find it aggressive as a dry brush for the skin, and you want to be really gentle on your face. So I use this wet, and I'll just go in really gentle, like hardly touching the skin, really light motion, circular motions, just to kind of exfoliate any dead skin cells. And I'll kind of go around the face and do it in the jaw, the chin. And it's really nice because it helps get off any dead skin cells and layers that you don't want. It's a really nice brush, and that's kind of what I use. All right, so I feel like my eyes are setting a little bit. Everything's kind of soaked in, so now I have another step. Now I use this, so it's the 100% pure coffee bean caffeine eye cream. This stuff is really, really hydrating. Typically this is my nighttime cream, and the hyaluronic acid will be my morning cream or ointment. And sometimes I use it together. Lately I've been doing it together for more eye support. Now this stuff here is like a bake shop when you smell it. There's coffee and vanilla in it. It smells divine, but it helps with dark circles and puffiness around the eyes. So I just use, oh, it smells so good. I just use a little bit. It's like a cream, so just a little bit. A little, again, goes a very long way with these products because you're putting it on such a small area on your skin. So just this little amount that I transfer, let's get some on both. And again, this goes under the eyes for a little more hydration. So I'm gonna close my eyes and do this, and then any excess will go around the nose, where I also have thinner skin that's usually needs a lot of moisture. Any excess forehead as well, why not? So this one here is like a cream. It's really hydrating and moisturizing, and it soaks in really quick, so you're not gonna feel like you have a cream on your skin. And it smells like a shortbread cookie. It's so good. So that's the products. Now I'm gonna let this sit for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna switch over to my makeup, which some days I'll do absolutely nothing. Most days I'll do nothing. If I'm leaving the house to go shopping, I'll do mascara and eyebrows. And that's what I have today. So I use the 100% pure mascara. I've just started using it for about 2 weeks now, maybe. I think it's a beautiful formula. I really like the ingredients. That's what really got me. A follower of mine actually recommended I use this, and I gave it a try, and I really do like it. The only thing I don't like is I think the brush is a little too thick. It's really hard to get to the base and kind of be more specific with it. Also, I find it doesn't build well, so you don't look like you have like really big, thick, long lashes. So that's the only thing, but otherwise it is really good. So I'm gonna do a little bit of mascara here, and we'll show you what that looks like, okay? Actually, you know what I'll do first? There's one more step to my skincare routine, and I want to do it before I do the mascara, because then there's no going back. That is my ointment. So let me just shake this a little bit. Okay, so I have this anti-inflammatory serum. I'm going to show you back the mascara in a second. So I make this myself. I have a video on my other channel, Happy Holistic Life, where I show you guys the recipe, but it is a very high antioxidant, anti-inflammatory serum. It helps with tissue regeneration. It tightens the skin, it gets rid of fine lines, wrinkles, things like that. There's myrrh, there's frankincense essential oil, there's blue tansy, which is an essential oil that's used in really high-end skincare products. If you ever see a product that's blue, it's most likely blue tansy. And then jojoba oil, so just really, really incredibly potent serum or moisturizer. So I will normally only do this at night when I'm not pregnant, but because my skin is so dry, I also like to do it during the day. So this, sorry, will go on, then I will do my mascara. Otherwise it just won't work well. So I'm going to take a pump, just a little bit, so you don't need a lot. Now it is blue, but don't worry, it doesn't make your skin blue. So it's not much at all. I just rub it between my hands. right? Oh, there's a little bit here. So rub between my hands, and then I just kind of pat it into the skin, the forehead. And I find it gives me like a really nice glow as well. It just feels really nice, and it's really hydrating. So that is the last thing. Now back to the mascara. I will put the mascara on, but like I said, I just find that it's not as buildable as my other ones that I'm used to, but I do like it. So I'm just gonna put some of this on. I also find that it like transfers a lot while it's wet and drying, so that's a little bit hard when you're doing your makeup and you do like a full eye. You do a full eye and then you're like, shoot, I got mascara on my eyelid. So anyway, I'm going to use my mirror for this because this is hard for me to do. I'm not a makeup artist, so I'm not good at doing things in reverse. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. I probably will touch it up after the video. I just don't want to like sit here for a while because I'm not editing this. So I don't want to make you guys watch this for too long, but all right, I think I'm happy with that. So this is what I'm talking about. It like really is soft, I guess. Like my other mascaras, if it hits the lid, it almost never transfers, whereas this one I find it does a lot. And then when you remove it, you're removing either the makeup you put on or, in my case, the eye serums and stuff. So, all right, I'm gonna let that dry for a second. So again, this is 100% pure mascara, but I do think it's really pretty. It just, for me, I used to use Honest Beauty mascara, and what I did like about Honest Beauty is it was like really filled out the lashes, but it flaked so much under the eyes that I was like, I need a new option. This one I find it doesn't really flake much. My eyes do get dark under it as it just kind of like touches over time, so I have to keep kind of wiping it, but it's manageable for me. Okay, so next thing for me is eyebrows. So I use my eyebrows are just not that full because I over plucked them and over waxed them back in the day when it was like cool to have like tiny thin eyebrows. And it just, a lot of it didn't grow back. So I don't have the fullest brows. So I have to fill them in a little bit if I want them to look a little more full. But for me, I never get my eyebrows waxed or anything. Like they're not the best shape either. So I try to shape it as much as I can, but I'm not a makeup artist. So just gonna work with what I got here. Oh, and I'm using the Honest Beauty brow pencil. I don't know why this is so hard for me. It's way easier for me in the mirror, so I'm going to turn if you guys don't mind. And there is a brow gel from 100% Pure. It's been out of stock. I have not tried it, but I'm going to try it and see, because I do like brow gels. It kind of holds everything in place and like naturally will tint your brows for you. But yeah, my skincare routine's pretty simple. Like all the products are natural, organic. I've been using them for a while. And I just feel like they make my skin really nice, but I don't have like to worry about the fragrances in the products or phthalates or, you know, the bad ingredients that are going to disrupt my hormones. So I can feel good about what I'm putting on my skin, because your skin absorbs everything into the bloodstream. So yeah. All right. Put the brush on. Actually, just do a little more upward. I don't love how the brows look today, so I'm probably gonna touch it up after. I always use my like close-up mirror and I'll do it that way. So this is like so hard for me. All right, guys, almost done here. So the last thing, so I mean, this is already like, for me, a lot of makeup, more than I'll typically do. But the last thing I do have is I do like a little bit of a glow. So I have the Honest Beauty's, there you go, the Honest Beauty highlighter stick. This is Magic Beauty Balm Stick. It has sunflower and coconut oils in it. I really like it because it's like a really nice shimmer. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but it's just like a nice shimmer. So it's almost like it's used as a highlighter, but it's almost like a lip chap texture. So I just pat it onto any areas where I want like a little don't know if you can see that in my bathroom lighting, but where you want like a little bit of a glow. It just makes my skin look a little more vibrant because I have 3 kids and I'm pregnant and I'm not sleeping, and I'm like, I just want to have like a little bit of a vibrant. Sometimes I'll do blush as well, and I find that that helps a lot bring things together. And I'll do like a little bit on the eyelid. This is going to be hard for me, but kind of literally just pat it on like that. Probably should have done this before the mascara, but anyway. All right, that's it. So that's my skincare routine. Now, if I was to be going to church or going out to a restaurant or something, my skincare would be a little bit more, my makeup at least would be a little bit more, but that's pretty much it for me. And I do have a lipstick from Honest Beauty in my purse that I didn't bring, and I'll apply that too. It's like a nude color, and that's it. So this is the skincare routine. Maybe I'll just do like a close-up. It's really glowy. Like, I really do like the products. I think that they soak into the skin nicely and just really make the skin feel nourished and hydrated. So that's it. My mom routine. It doesn't take me this long. If I'm not talking, I'll go through it much quicker, but there we go. And I can sometimes, like a lot of times I'll do eyeliner. I'll do like a little bit of a brown type of like shadow and go under the eyes for more of a sultry look, but this is my everyday mom look. And yeah, I love the skin. I think it's very glowy and very nice. So feels good. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I will try to link everything I used in the description box below for you guys. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you soon.